Disillusionment. That's the word I was looking for. Disillusionment. Sophie was trying to disillusion Shane, or with that letter. Sophie was trying to make Shane break his faith with Damek by disillusioning him. Alright, I guess we know the name of the previous video then, or at least I do. You guys should already know. Disillusionment. Anyways, hey guys, almost used my previous username. Hey guys, Dream Envoy here, and welcome back to more of Let's Play Winds of Change. Last time, we got here to the Church of Mazio, where learned a little bit about the idol, and we are about to make our way through the church into the Rebellion's HQ. Let's do just that. Let's make sure we are no books to collect. Okay, moving on. Okay, apparently it has its own map. Interesting. Tunnel's main entrance, personal quarters, with the L and personal being covered up by the map icon. Probably not the best place to put it then. Crew quarters and the war table. Well, only place we can go is the tunnels, so. Oh yeah, we've seen this cutscene before, or rather this background before. After we enter the door, we spend a few moments descending into darkness. Soon enough, however, we reach an area with torches lighting the way. It seems to mark a path straight forward. This must be it.
Wow, it's so dark. I can't even see where I'm going.
Yeah, there's some lanterns. It looks like there's somewhat of a bridge path.
Just give it a few minutes. Your eyes will adjust. I remember my first time down here. I was terrified.
He presses his back against the wall and waits. We all do the same and wait around until we can see.
The torches only help so much. We put a majority of them in our actual HQ. Basically, we only have them down here to...
He cuts himself off and looks further down the tunnel.
Everyone quiet. Backs against the wall. Now!
We do as instructed, and I notice an aura of fear to overtake us. I should probably be whispering. I stare down the tunnels when I see a suit of armor start to emerge. White and cold, just like my vision. It takes slow, clunky steps. I look over at Valessa, and for damn, she's fine, and he's shaking. He glances back at me and I nod, letting him know that things will be fine. It isn't much longer until the suit of armor reaches our location. It stands between all of us, and we press ourselves against the wall. It's almost like it can't see. It has no idea that we're here. That's odd. It even turns its head to the sides, looking straight at us without reacting. After a moment or two of standing guard, it turns around and walks away. Its steps echoes through the tunnels, loud, metallic, and hollow. It's frightening. But when it's far enough away, we all sigh and stand at ease. We're safe now.
What was that?
Probably one of the guards.
The Triumvirate's honor guard. They're the ones that built this underground complex. We find it best not to interfere with their efforts in any way.
Why is that?
They're almost like caretakers, so we let them be.
Huh.
All we know for sure is that they're disobeying their masters.
Huh.
Really?
So apparently the guards have free will, so they don't have to listen to the Triumvirates. Interesting.
Yeah, at least that's what it seems like. Rather than search for the idol, they built a utopia. I think that was the choice of the spirits inside them.
Spirits?
Yeah. They were created by the Blade of Exodus. The spirits inside are victims of their vicious occupation.
Yeah, as my... Valasa, I told you about my vision. You should already know about that. Same goes to Fortam.
Right. Then it's just like the seer said.
Yeah.
Wait, victims of the occupation?
I guess the Blade of Exodus was used on them. Huh. I wonder if our parents are here.
Yeah, it's sad, really. They want to live again, so they built a home.
Yeah, it's a little bit creepy, but I understand. Valasa looks sad and takes a few steps back. Does it take a genius to realize what she's thinking? Having been a few minutes, our vision adjusted.
Sorry about that, everybody. Those things are brittle and weak. If we so much as bump them, they fall apart.
Wait, really?
Huh. I guess they're not really as powerful as they seem.
Yeah, there's nothing inside. They're controlled purely by spiritual energy. They were strong at first, but they're weak now.
Oh, must weaken over time. Wait, does that mean that the spirits are weakening? Well, wait a minute. Duh!
It's almost like it degraded over time. Who knows, maybe we can even power them with that blade. A bit of irony, right? Use their own forces against them.
This is all so complicated.
Yeah, and I'll admit that even I don't know everything. But we won't get to that point if we don't keep moving.
Right. Emotions to the end of the tunnels.
So, shall we?
We shall. We all nod as we continue to move through the tunnels. However, Damek seems distracted. There's something on his mind. I guess even a man in his position can't have a grasp on everything. Everyone makes conversation among themselves as we continue. Perhaps it would be a good idea to talk with Damek a bit more. It seems we still have a bit of walking ahead after all. Very well, and ooh, it would be a heart-to-heart. Let's do this very carefully. Again, I'll be perfectly honest with him, so... I mean, I would reply to him the same way that I would reply to him in real life. Not playing any characters, I'm not playing the role, I'm just playing as myself. As we walk down the tunnels, I make my way to Damek's side. I ask him what's on his mind, and the people behind us give us space. I'm thankful of their consideration as we finally get some one-on-one time.
What's on my mind? Oh, it's nothing too major. Say, can you keep a secret?
Of course I can, Damek. For you, anything. It depends on what it is. You didn't kill anybody, did you? You know, in real life I would be tied between this and this. Or this. Depends on what it is. That is actually the one thing I would never say. What's on my hand? No, it's nothing too major. Say, can you keep a secret? You know what? Yeah. I'll say the goofy thing.
Well, about that.
Well, then again, you are a soldier. He blushes and shovels in place, embarrassed. I'm not sure why he trusted me so easily, but I'm not complaining. Sometimes it's hard for someone in a position of power to have confidence.
About that suit of armor earlier. I think I scared everybody with my caution. Between you and I, that was a bit of an exaggeration. Like I said, those things are brittle and weak. I just didn't want anybody to knock them over, you know. If we kill one of them, what happens to the spirits inside?
Ooh, that's a good point. That was a good question, actually.
I want to find a way to free those spirits trapped inside. Something tells me that killing them won't accomplish that. This is the sole reason why I tell everybody to leave them alone. They're harmless. They mind their own business. It's my belief that we should give them the same courtesy. That is, at least until we find a way to give them more freedom.
Yeah, I see. If they're not doing any harm, no reason to harm them. I understand.
Though they don't serve the triumvirate, they're still trapped. Nobody should be forced into a position like that. They're just like us. Spirits of family and friends. Spirits of innocent occupation victims.
He lets out a loud sigh, like the ability to vent is a godsend. I can tell that this is something he's been keeping inside for a while.
Sorry for rambling on. I think I'm just trying to defend myself. Last week I accidentally bumped into one.
Oh, sorry.
It crumbled and fell to the ground. I felt absolutely awful. It's like I killed them. Who knows how many spirits were inside that one suit?
Oh, I see. You're feeling a little bit guilty.
I mean, in this war, I have to draw blood. I have to kill. But normally I reserve that punishment for our enemies. We're talking about the spirits of long-lost family here, Seer.
Look, it was an accident, dude.
I feel like I did something wrong. I almost feel like I'm a murderer, you know?
It was an accident.
It's odd how blurred those lines can be in war.
It was an accident. I mean, yeah, I understand. You have to reserve, the death for your enemies, but especially in war, but it was an accident.
Kill the enemy leader? You're nothing short of a hero. But kill a citizen going about their business? You're a monster. Maybe at the end of the day, that's what we are. Monsters.
Its war morality is always grey. You're more like a hero to me. You're not a monster, Damek. This is definitely what I say.
Maybe once this is all over, I'll believe that.
Oh.
I guess there's one big difference between us and them. When we rule the world, we'll stop killing. That's not us.
Yep. We continue walking down the tunnels while he vents. I can understand where he's coming from, and I can relate. It was all about the greater good, regardless of what we did.
Everybody expects me to lead us to victory. They call me a master strategist and shower me with praise. But at the end of the day, I'm just following in his footsteps.
His?
Salus was the master strategist. I just worked under him.
Ah.
They say I fill his shoes quite well, but I don't think that's true. I think they need something to believe in. They need hope.
I wonder if Fortem can relate because, he's pretty much filling in for Milas now.
They pushed that need for hope onto me, and I became that hope. Honestly, I think I'm more of a symbol than anything else. I'm sure you know what I mean. You're the seer.
But the thing is, Damek, people actually like you. You'll have, great charisma.
You had this role thrust upon you whether you wanted it or not.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same for me. I'm the general. I had no say in the matter. This pressure and all those expectations, I'm afraid I might break.
Oh my god, Damek, I totally understand. You know how kind of devastated I was choosing between Fortem and Valessa when it came to who leads Valinor? You remember just how more devastated I was with Aaron? Although, to be fair, Aaron was, being a bit selfish, but still.
Do you have any advice?
Share our burdens together, Damas. Be honest with people, confide in them too. That's mean. Telling them to grow thicker skin? He's tough enough. Let's swing in. What's the worst that could happen? I don't know. I'm still figuring that out myself. Well, he's asking for advice concerning... advice concerning about how we were kind of thrust into our roles, even though that we kind of didn't want them. I can find the... I'm tied between the top one and the bottom one. Honestly?
A more common struggle than I realize, I guess. Maybe I should be honest and open with the rebels. Who knows? Maybe a bunch of them could relate to me.
Yeah.
After all,
That's
we're in this
about-
thing together. The fate of the world isn't just on my shoulders. Every one of our rebels has a massive burden upon them.
Yep.
I guess there's not much more we can do, huh? Perhaps we'll have some more time to talk later on. My doors are always open to you, Seer. I promise.
He gives me a slight smile and we continue to walk. Look, I understand your burdens. I mean, I'm going through them as well. But that's the whole point of this, is that understanding that, you know, you're not the only one with burdens, but we do understand each other because of that. The end of the tunnels is growing ever closer. It seems like this leg of the journey was over. Very well. To the main entrance. As soon as we exit the tunnels, it's immediately easier to breathe. Sunlight pierces through the ceiling with the surface in sight. Those tunnels must have started low and worked their way up. However, the exposure to the surface doesn't compromise our privacy. There's no way anybody would find this place unless they knew about it. Well, yeah, I guess that's like a bit of a skylight, but still, it is a little bit of a concern considering, you know, this is a military bunker, or rather a military HQ. I'm kind of worried that that might be a breach of privacy. I mean, like, I know that it's a little bit isolated, but still. And from what someone could stumble upon it accidentally. From what I could tell, only a select few did. So we were perfectly safe.
Ah, home sweet home. I'd like to welcome you all to our new HQ. It took some coercing with the mayor, but it's ours.
Wow, this place is incredible. And the honor guard built all of it?
Essentially, yeah. With a few finishing touches by ourselves, this is what they've been working on for 20 years.
Impressive.
That's crazy. All of those weapons, too. It's almost like they made it just for us.
Maybe they did.
We can dream, but I doubt it. Hey, Ulrich, Pro, can you show them around?
He motions towards Valessa and Fortam.
Sure.
You got it, boss.
Pro is being overly polite, likely to make it up to Damek. He sneers at Pro in reply, still a little upset at his slight delay. However, moments later, they all leave the room together. Damek does not really care for Pro, huh? Damek turns to face me, with just the two of us in the lobby. A few rebels run from room to room, going about their business. I can tell from the way that they move that they don't want to disturb us.
Well, what do you think? This is it. This is our home.
Our home, you want to move? Oh, that's flirty. You should have cleaned it for my arrival, that's mean. A few more years of cleaning and it'll be in tip-top shape. It's so cool, I mean,
I know, right? I thought the same thing. It's incredible that they made this.
He smiles and shrivels in place.
Well, time to start the grand tour. Let's see, where should we go first?
I guess he's the one giving us the tour, huh? I guess Ulrich and Pro are taking care of Valessa and Fortam. He places a hand on his chin, losing himself in thought.
Ah, of course. The library and the barracks.
He points to two of the nearby doors.
The library is great for studying. And the barracks, that's for socializing. You'll definitely want to meet your new allies.
Yep.
So, let's start with those. After that, we can go to your personal quarters. That's right, all of you are getting your own rooms.
Nice! No bunking with anyone. My own room, that was pretty impressive. This place must go deeper than I thought. I nod and smile and I start to follow Damek. We were finally here. I felt like I could relax now. This entire journey has just been one thing after another. But now I can rest and have some privacy. Aside from that skylight, I'll never have to take it for granted again. What was that about? Was that Vartam's silhouette? The one where he said that this might be a trap? Oh, no, I don't like where this is going. The library and the barracks are accessed through this area. Use the map behind the two icons of the door to navigate to these optional areas. To move to your personal quarters, you must return to the region map. One step down. How do I know which is which? I kinda want to go to the barracks first. Fine. Easy, meeny, miny, young mo. Okay, they give you the choice. Go to the barracks? Yeah, that's my first choice. Ah, cool! They even zoofied the dummy. That's cool. We entered the barracks, and Damek quickly looks around. There's a bunch of rebels practicing with swords. Those training dummies seem to get a lot of use.
Well, this is basically our training room. It's a great place to socialize as well. I'd consider it our main hub, actually. If you can't find a comrade, they're probably in here. There's a bunch of seats at the back for when we eat meals. I guess that makes it a bit of a cafeteria too, doesn't it? Anyway, there's not much more to say. Make use of this room at your leisure. I'll meet you back outside when you're ready.
He makes his way to the back to the main hall. I stand and watch the rebels practice their swordplay. There's so many of them, this really was a sizable army. You can rewatch all previous party banter. It's great to revisit content without moving through a bunch of old Oh, so this is where we can see all the previous cutscenes. Huh, but I'm not interested, okay. So let's see. A1, B1, D3, and D4. Okay, so that's the purpose of the barracks. Well, let's go to the library then. What's this for? When we enter the library, Damek rushes forward. He closes a few books and tidies the room as I catch up.
Terribly sorry about the mess. It was impolite of me to leave it this way.
Don't worry about it. After a few moments, he stops cleaning up. Didn't really bother me. He's just trying to make a good impression.
Well, there's not much to say about the library. As the dust would show, it doesn't get much use. But you'll find books here on pretty much everything. It's a great place to brush up on stuff you might be rusty on. It has a decent collection too. If it's out there, it's probably in here. Feel free to use it at your leisure. It's quite peaceful.
He smiles and makes his way to the back of the main landing. This place was pretty big. I'm surprised they have so many books. It's almost a shame that they don't get much use. Maybe I can change that. Contains every book you've read on your journey, so this is so that we can review all the books we've read so far. Okay, so a room to see all the party banter and another room to view all the books, and... did we miss a few books? I can't imagine where we would have missed them. Okay, I won't make too much of a big deal, but it does make me realize. Or maybe they're books from those areas that I skipped over. That might be a possibility. Okay. Actually, no. I think I'm gonna end it here. Okay, if you like this part, go ahead and hit that like button. Feel free to leave behind a comment. And subscribe if you want to see more. Next time on Let's Play Winds of Change, we'll go deeper into HQ. See you guys next time.